And we're live, Mr. Mayor.
Very good. Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the July 28, 2023 City Council Special Hybrid Meeting. I'm Mayor Salim Neese. This afternoon's hybrid City Council meeting is brought to you by Zoom. We are also broadcasting live on MITV Channel 21 and on the city's YouTube channel. Welcome and thanks for joining us this afternoon. Council members, please have your microphones turned on for roll call. City Clerk Andrea Larson, please call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councilmember Andral. Here. Councilmember Jacobson has not joined us yet. Councilmember Reynolds has not joined us yet. Councilmember Weicker. Here. Councilmember Weinberg.
Here.
Am I frozen or?
You're back now, Andrea.
Hey, thank you. Councilmember Weinberg, I couldn't hear you. Was that yet here?
I'm here, yes.
Deputy Mayor Rosenbaum.
Here.
And Mayor Neese.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Very good. We have a quorum. Next, we have the Pledge of Allegiance. Council members, please mute and turn off your video to ensure that the U.S. flag is present. Join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we now move to approval of today's agenda. If there's no questions, may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Councilmember Weicker, seconded by, was that Councilmember Weinberg?
I thought it was the deputy mayor.
Okay, seconded by Deputy Mayor Rosenbaum. We'll take the second.
Sure.
Okay. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Neese.
Aye.
Councilmember Weinberg. Councilmember Andral.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Rosenbaum.
Aye.
And Councilmember Weicker. Aye.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Agenda is adopted. Our next item of business is appearances. This is an opportunity for anyone to speak to council on any issues. City Clerk, does anyone sign up for appearances today?
No one signed up to speak today, Mr. Mayor.
Very good. We'll move to our first item of special business, which is AB 6313, first amendment to the interlocal cooperation agreement regarding the community development block grant CDBG between the city of Mercer Island and King County, for which we'll welcome CPD Director Jeff Thomas. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon to all. We'll try and make this as short as possible. Joining me for today's item is Deputy Director Allison Van Gorp. The short of what's become somewhat of a long story here in the last week is that CDBG funding comes to us via the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, otherwise known as HUD. And it's sent currently to a King County consortium that's used for capital projects and human service programs within the county. Mercer Island originally entered into the consortium in 2014, effective for the 3-year cycle starting in 2015 through 2017, and every 3 years since then, the interlocal agreement has been renewed by Mercer Island to continue within that group. Mercer Island actually did this as recently as June 20th, just last month, doing a renewal for the 2024 to 2026 3-year cycle. So what's transpired since then is last Friday afternoon, King County notified Mercer Island, along with 28 other local jurisdictions within the county, that HUD is requiring an amendment to the interlocal agreement to include language related to fair housing and civil rights obligations. We were also informed, along with all the other local jurisdictions, that the amendment must be approved and signed and returned to King County by August 11th, or the consortium will be at risk of no longer being considered an urban county for the upcoming cycle. So the essence of that what is an urban county and what does it mean? The crux of it is, generally speaking, where funds can be sought from. So with the consortium that we have currently with King County, dollars that are directed to King County based on population are able to be kept generally within King County and used. If we lose this urban county status, that's going to put King County and all the jurisdictions at risk of the funds instead being directed to a state pool. And then those funds will essentially become competitive funds statewide. So this is something we do want to do. It is relatively short notice. We staff, including our city attorney's office, as well as our city manager's office, have asked questions of King County. I'm not sure we might have asked more questions than what we got answers back, but it's clear at this point that we do need to take this action along with all the other jurisdictions to help keep the consortium intact as an urban county for the next 3-year cycle. So with that, Mayor, I'm going to turn it back over to you. There is a motion in the packet, but I do understand that our city attorney did speak with you about an alternate motion that will make this any future amendments a little bit easier to process at the administrative level and get those back to King County. So with that, Mayor, I'll hand it back to you. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. So Council, I do have an alternate motion, which I'll read at the point where we're ready for that. But before we do that, does anybody have any questions for staff? Okay, not seeing any. Council, is there a motion to authorize the city manager to sign technical or housekeeping amendments to the ILA regarding the Community Development Block Grant Program, including the one in Exhibit 1, that are necessary to implement or execute the purpose of the ILA, provided that material terms of the ILA remain unchanged?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved by Deputy Mayor Rosenbaum, seconded by Councilmember Weicker. Anybody wish to speak to the motion? All right, not seeing any discussion. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councilmember Weicker. Aye. Deputy Mayor Rosenbaum.
Aye.
Councilmember Weinberg.
Aye.
Mayor Neese.
Aye.
And Councilmember Andral. Aye. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Motion passes. The next meeting of the City Council is scheduled for Tuesday, September 5th, 2023 at 5 p.m. The time is now 12:08 p.m. As a reminder to the council, please stay seated until the city staff has terminated the broadcast. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on this